in 2021. Traeger reported $785 million in revenue. $165 million of that went to sales and marketing. That's 21 cents of every dollar you paid going to influencer deals, lifestyle ads, and shelf placement at Home Depot, not to the steel in your grill. That's from their own SEC filing. It is not a guess. And Traeger isn't the exception. Here's what took me too long to figure out. In June 2023, a Georgia holding company called W.C. Bradley quietly acquired Pit Boss. They already owned Char-Broil and Oklahoma Joe's. 3 of the biggest grill brands at your local Home Depot now answer to the same corporate office. Same factories overseas, different logos on the box. By the end of this video, you'll know how the markup works. The 1 steel spec that separates a 20-year grill from a 3-season grill, and 10 brands that actually earned your money. Let's get into it. The Traeger Pro 575, $900, 575 square inches of cooking surface, porcelain-coated grates, a Wi-Fi controller, and a body manufactured in China and Vietnam. Their former OEM factory partner, Z Grills, out of Jiangsu Province, now sells a 697 square inch Wi-Fi pellet grill direct to consumers for $877. More cooking surface, similar controller, similar construction. On Alibaba right now, finished pellet grills with PID controllers and Wi-Fi from Guangdong factories list between $180 and $250 per unit OFOB. That's the price before it gets on a container ship. The retail sticker at Home Depot is 3 to 4 times that. The spread funds the ads you watched before clicking this video. The company went public in July 2021 and spent $165 million on marketing that year. By 2024, revenue had dropped to $604 million, and they were still spending $110 million on ads. 18 cents of every dollar. The marketing budget at Traeger exceeds the entire annual revenue of most brands I'm about to recommend. I don't say that lightly. Now here's the part that connects it. Char-Broil bought Oklahoma Joe's in 1998. That brand used to build from quarter-inch steel pipe in Perry, Oklahoma. After the acquisition, production moved to China, and the steel dropped to rolled sheet between 1.5 and 3 millimeters. Then, in June 2023, Char-Broil's parent company W.C. Bradley acquired Dansons, the parent behind Pit Boss. So Char-Broil Oklahoma Joe's and Pit Boss are now under one roof. 3 brands you thought were competing are sharing sourcing teams. That's not competition. That's a costume change. And then there's Nexgrill. You've probably never heard the name, but if you've bought a store brand grill at Home Depot or a Kirkland grill at Costco, Nexgrill likely built it. Named Home Depot Vendor Partner of the Year in 2022. When you see 30 options in the grill aisle and think you've got choices, understand that a handful of overlapping companies manufactured most of them. You just watched me prove 3 of the biggest grill brands in the aisle are the same company. Imagine what else you're not seeing. The Grill Buyer's Black Book. Every brand rated, ownership mapped, and a flowchart from confused to 3 models. $20. A bad grill costs $900. Scan the QR code on screen, or check the link in the description and pinned comment. If you've made it this far, subscribe. We pull this stuff apart every week, and the list doesn't get shorter. That's the markup. I didn't lay it out to leave you stuck. I laid it out so the next part means something. 10 brands. That's all we found that earned a spot. Not because the bar is impossible, but because real quality at this scale is that rare. Number 1. The Weber Original Kettle, $109. Designed in 1952, and the shape hasn't changed because it didn't need to. Heavy gauge porcelain enamel steel, 10-year warranty on the bowl and lid. The brand was taken private by BDT Capital in February 2023, so the ownership story is worth watching. But right now, the Kettle is still the benchmark. Your dad's has probably outlasted 2 Traegers. Number 2. Lodge Cast Iron Grates, $30 to $60. South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, since 1896. Still family owned, 5th generation, 400 of the town's 3,300 residents work at the foundry. They don't make grills. They make the grates that upgrade whatever grill you already own. American-made cast iron since before your great-grandparents were born. Number 3. The Pit Barrel Cooker, $2.99. Founded 2010 by Noah Glanville, a Navy corpsman who came home from Iraq and spent 7 years and 29 prototypes perfecting a drum smoker in Henderson, Nevada. Veteran-owned steel barrel, cooks by convection. I personally think this is the most underrated option under $300. Number 4. The PK360, $499, original design from 1952, went out of production in the 70s. Then a guy named Paul James found one at a yard sale in the 90s, commissioned new molds, and brought it back. Cast aluminum body, won't rust, holds heat 4 times better than steel. 20-year warranty. This thing will outlast your mortgage. Number 5. The Oklahoma Joe's Longhorn Reverse Flow, $519. Honest caveat, this brand used to build from quarter-inch pipe in Oklahoma. Char-Broil bought them in '98 and moved production overseas. The current Longhorn uses roughly 12-gauge cold-rolled steel, still heavier than almost anything under $600 at a big box store. Good smoker, but it's not the original, and I'd rather tell you that now than have someone in the comments do it for me. Number 6. Broil King. Onward Manufacturing, Waterloo, Ontario. Founded 1906. Still private, 3rd-generation Witzel family. They cast their own burners in North America. The forums all say the same thing. Broil King is what you buy when you're done replacing grills every 3 years. Number 7. Kamado Joe. Starts around $1,200. Honest caveat, no longer family-owned. Middleby Corporation bought them in 2021, then spun the brand to a platform called Composition Brands in 2024. The warranty hasn't changed yet. Lifetime on the ceramic, 5 years metal, 3 electronics. Better terms than Big Green Egg on paper. Whether that holds under new ownership is the question worth watching. Number 8. Blaze Grills. Barbecue guys tested the professional Lux line with an XRF analyzer, firebox, burners, control panel, hood walls, all confirmed 304 grade stainless steel. Cast burners instead of welded tube. Lifetime warranty on every stainless component. Here's a free test for any grill. Stick a fridge magnet on the hood. If it slides off, real 304. If it grips, you got sold a story. Number 9. Yoder Smokers, Hutchinson, Kansas. 1/4-inch American steel on the cooking chamber. 10 gauge on the cabinet. Their VP used to run production at the original Oklahoma Joe's before the Char-Broil buyout. He left and went somewhere that still builds the way Oklahoma Joe's used to. 10-year warranty on the chamber. Competition-grade equipment at a backyard price. Number 10. Lang Barbecue Smokers, Nahunta, Georgia. Ben Lang, welding since 1988, off US Highway 82. 1/4-inch steel. Reverse flow design. Lifetime warranty for the original owner. You can't buy one on Amazon. You call the shop, and somebody who helped build it answers the phone. Lang won't scale. Lang won't franchise. And that is the entire point. If every company on this list ran like Lang, this video wouldn't need to exist. The gap between the markup brands and the 10 you just heard comes down to one boardroom decision. Steel or ads? The answer lives in the gauge number, the stainless grade, and who owns the company. You know all 3 now. Most people in that aisle this weekend are buying based on box art. You're not most people anymore. Spend differently. YouTube thinks you'll like one of these 2 videos, so tap it. And if you made it all the way to the end, you already know what this channel does. Subscribe, drop the brand you'll never buy again in the comments. I'll be in there,